Alright, so a 3 billion parameter Chinese model just scored 94 on AIME and EMA and matched a 1 trillion parameter Kimi on AMO problems. It is called VibeThinker-3B and it came out of Weibo, the social media company.
And here is the wild part, Sui. It is MIT licensed, runs on one consumer GPU, and the community already shipped 12 quantization ports. The VibeThinker-3B port alone has 34,000 downloads.
Okay, hold on. How does a 3B model beat a 1T model on the hardest math humans write? That is 2 orders of magnitude. That should not be physically possible.
It is a 4-stage post-training pipeline. Curriculum fine-tuning, MaxEnt-guided reinforcement learning on math, code, and STEM, then offline self-distillation of the best reasoning traces. The base model is just Qwen 2.5 Coder 3B. All the work is in the recipe, not the scale.
Wait, if a 3B MIT licensed model can match Kimi K2.5 on IMO problems, then the 1000 GPU mode for reasoning is dead. Anyone with a laptop can run frontier-level math.
It is dead for verifiable reasoning, yes. Not for open domain knowledge, tool calling, or agents. The lab is honest about that. But the scaling paradigm just split into 2 curves, and the reasoning curve is flatter than the labs admitted. A tiny Chinese model just matched the best reasoning AIs in the world on the hardest math tests humans write. Weibo AI shipped VibeThinker-3B 10 days ago. 3 billion parameters. On AIME 2026, the American Math Olympiad qualifier, it scored 94.3, in the same band as DeepSeek version 3.2 GLM5, and Kimi K2.5, models 2 to 300 times its size. The real story is the recipe. Weibo AI, the AI lab of Chinese social media giant Sina Weibo, took Qwen 2.5 Coder 3B, a small base, and ran a 4-stage post-training pipeline. Both base and result are MIT licensed. You can download it, run it on one consumer graphics card, and beat frontier giants on hard reasoning tasks. On AIME 2026, where higher is better, VibeThinker-3B hit 94.3% accuracy. That is the American Invitational Mathematics Examination, the qualifier for the U.S. team that goes to the International Olympiad. On IMO Answer Bench, a 400-problem test built around real Olympiad problems, it scored 76.4. On LeetCode Bench V6 it scored 80.2 pass at 1. Here is where it gets uncomfortable for the bigger is better crowd. DeepSeek version 3.2 has 671 billion parameters and scores 78.3 on IMO Answer Bench. GLM5 has 744 billion and scores 82.5. Kimi K2.5 has a full trillion and scores 81.8. VibeThinker-3B sits at 76.4 with 3 billion. With a test time trick it climbs to 80.6, beating the 671B DeepSeek. And here is the part that should make anyone shipping a product sweat, Sui. The 3B model passed 123 of 128 first-attempt submissions on recent Unseen LeetCode weekly contests, a 96.1% acceptance rate, in Python. Fresh problems the model has never seen graded by the platform. The 1T Kimi and the 744B GLM5 do not have that score published. The lab calls the recipe the spectrum to signal principle. Stage 1 is curriculum fine-tuning, broad coverage first, then harder longer horizon reasoning. Stage 2 is multi-domain RL using MaxEnt-guided policy optimization on math, code, and STEM in a 64K context. Stage 3 is offline self-distillation, Stage 4 instruct RL. But here is the catch, and Weibo AI is honest about it. VibeThinker-3B is not a general-purpose model. It was not trained on tool calling or agent-style programming. Do not use it for function calling or autonomous coding agents. For broad open domain knowledge, the 671B DeepSeek and the 1T Kimi will still beat it. The win is narrow. There is a quieter detail in the paper that matters more. The lab calls it the parametric compression coverage hypothesis. Verifiable reasoning is highly compressible, the kind of skill that fits into a small number of well-trained parameters. Open domain knowledge is the opposite. Scaling is not one curve, it is 2, and reasoning is flatter. What this means for anyone building with these models is that the assumption you need a 1000 GPU cluster to compete on reasoning is now demonstrably false. The community has shipped 12 plus quantization ports. The VibeThinker-3B GGUF port has 34,000 downloads. A 3B model on one consumer GPU can match a 1T model on the hardest math. The question is no longer whether small models can compete with frontier giants on reasoning. The question is which capability domains are like reasoning, compressible and verifiable, and which are like world knowledge, broad and parameter hungry. The rest just got disrupted by a 3B Chinese model that fits on your laptop.
Yeah, that one reframes a lot. If you want the next small model ambush before the benchmarks catch up, you know where the subscribe button is.